Okay, I just wanted to kind of come on and like verbally and visually explain what I believe that the Holy Spirit is showing me. And it's been such a long time since I feel I've been shown anything, or like such a long time had passed since I'd had any dreams or visions or any like words of knowledge in the spirit. But now it's like everything's starting to come back again. So it was the night before election day, November 4th, and I was just sitting in bed. I wasn't praying or anything. And very clearly, I received a word of knowledge just dropped in my spirit out of nowhere. Very clearly, I heard Zerubbabel. And I was like, okay, that's super random. I wasn't asking him for nothing or praying or anything. I was just kind of, over the past few days, had been just thinking about the elections and how that was going to turn out and all the different avenues that things could go. And is Trump going to win? And who is Trump? And if he does win, what does that mean? And just, that's just kind of the thoughts that have been on my mind lately. And so, Zerubbabel was commissioned by God for the rebuilding of the second temple. And he was known as God's signet ring. And, okay, so I was talking to my friend Andrea on here a few days ago. We were just talking about the elections and Trump and everything and just kind of trying to figure things out. And she said, do you remember that dream that you had where Donald Trump was in this building? And I'll just tell you the dream. It's up on here if you go back several months, maybe up to like a year ago. I don't remember exactly. In the dream, I'm in this like building and it's super like dilapidated and needs repairs really badly. And I'm walking down the hallway and all of a sudden I see Donald Trump in the hall. And I'm just like, okay, what the heck does Donald Trump have to do with this place? Like, why is he here? It just felt like him and this destructed building were like two things that did not match. I was like, he was the last person that I expected to see there. But there he was, and I knew in the dream that he had started this program where he was to come in and do the rebuilding of this place and help patch it up and get it up and running again. And in the video that I did about the dream, I said like his purpose was to be there to make it a well-oiled running machine again or something like that. And so I remember him like helping people carry like suitcases and stuff, like moving in and things like that. And he was just walking around the building and just like looking. He was like being shown the different areas that needed rebuilding and repaired and maintenance work. And he was just like okay. So he had a program that he put together where he was there to do it, and that's what he was there to do. And she was like, do you think that has to do with the rebuilding of the temple? And I was like, oh my gosh, that at the time that I had that dream, nothing like that ever even crossed my mind, because I want to say that back when I had the dream, I think it was during the time of some natural disaster had taken place, like maybe a hurricane or something. And I was thinking that maybe God was showing me that Trump would win the election and then he would be in charge of like relief efforts for whatever was going on at the time. And that was about it. I don't even think I would have put these two things together had she not said that. So now I'm just kind of like, maybe this really is what I'm being shown. And I literally just saw another video somebody else posted that I've never even seen their channel before, where they basically threw out the same thing, that, God spared Trump's the attempts on his life multiple times for a reason, because he has a purpose. Not so much that it might be, the way the world looks at him, or kind of just, I guess, baby Christians or Christians that aren't really looking at the spiritual side of things as deeply as we do on here, and they just kind of see him like, America's going to be great again, and he's going to help fix the economy, and we're going to have lower gas prices, and the cost of living and groceries and stuff will be more manageable. And that may very well be. I think it will. I think that'll be like a byproduct of, just us as believers that prayed, just reaping the benefits, God hearing our prayers and healing our land. And that those things, I believe, will take place. I could be wrong, but I believe that they will, while, over here, God is using Trump for his purposes. And I believe personally that purpose is that he's going to be the one, getting the ball rolling and for peace in the Middle East, and in the dealings with getting the third temple rebuilt, along with his son-in-law, Jared Kushner. They're very pro-Israel. So, another thing about Zerubbabel is that he was a key link in the lineage of Jesus. And something that I was thinking about recently is the fact that, Trump anyway, Donald Trump, that's such a unique name. And I believe that in the Bible, when it says like at the last trump, that's when we will be changed and caught up. I believe God did that for a reason. Every jot and tittle in the Bible, there's no coincidence. I believe God loves to do play on words. He's done that with me a lot. Whenever I would receive words of knowledge in the spirit, or like words in dreams, he has done that a lot with me. Just like a play on words. It's very creative. So I think that's just part of his character. And so the fact that God chose to use the wording at the last trump, and here we are just moments before the rapture, and it's Trump's last term. I think that's very perfectly, I think it's like a little nugget that God put in there for those that would see that would see it, and everybody else wouldn't. I feel like it's there for those of us who have eyes that can see. It's like why Jesus spoke in parables, because it was only for those who it was meant for, and everybody else was like, what the heck, that's just coincidence, blah blah blah. I think that that's for a reason. And I have been saying for the past week, I don't believe Trump is going to complete a 4-year term. And if not, that just shows how close we are. If he is going to be instrumental in the rebuilding of the third temple, we're gone before that. So I know there's a lot of talk out there about they're going to try to start a world war or something to keep Trump out of office. I don't know. I feel like they might very well try to do this and try to do that and keep trying what they can to keep him out, but I don't personally think it's going to work. I don't think God's going to allow it. I mean, everything that they tried to throw at him hasn't stuck anyway. Every attempt on his life hasn't worked. God is going to use him for this time. So I think he's going to get in office. I really do. So another thing that I put in my notes was that, just to show the timing of how close we are, I believe what happened with Hurricane Helene was man-made, and that it was directed at Asheville, North Carolina, because of what the conspiracy theories are saying is what is underground, the substance, lithium. My personal hunch is that they're going to use that substance in the mark of the beast. And they've already set up shop down there like a month ago. They claim, you know, it's just for FEMA's workers to help, you know, feed our workers or this and that, whatever. I think that's bull. I think what they're down there for is to retrieve that substance. And I just kind of, my thinking is that's probably something, because why would they want it so bad? I believe that that's probably something that could be used in the mark technology. And if they're already there doing that, and Trump's about to go do this, and we're gone before that time, then that just tells you how close we are. And I guess if you want to believe that the 2 moons sign that God has shown a lot of us, if that truly is the time frame that we're in now, where they claim that Earth has 2 temporary, or a second temporary moon, being this asteroid, then they're claiming that that comes to an end on like November 25th. So we could be gone before then, if that's true. I personally kind of feel like the media duped us with that one, and that probably that's not our sign, but I could be wrong. And if it's not, then I think that the absolute most time that we would have left here is like 2 years. I was reading about Zerubbabel, and it took 2 years for him to build just the foundation of it. And then it like sat untouched for I think like 17 years, and then 4 years after that it was completed. So I don't know if there's any kind of correlation between it took 2 years to just at least build the foundation of it to Trump being in office for 2 years. I don't know. I don't feel like he's going to finish that term, whether or not they take him out or God has some other plan for him at that point. I don't know. But so, okay, so Zerubbabel was a key link in the lineage of Jesus. And I was thinking about Trump, and his father is Frederick Christ Trump. And Donald Trump's mother's name is Mary. Okay, that's just weird. And then so Frederick Christ Trump's mother is Elizabeth Christ Trump. So Donald Trump comes from a lineage of people with the name of Christ. His mother's name is Mary, and he has the last name of Trump, which, as I pointed out, at the last Trump. It's just like such a prophetic thing. So there's a lot of parallels between Trump and Zerubbabel. So I think that's kind of where things are going. And then what else? Another thing I jotted down was just remember like what they made for Trump. It was called the Temple coin. I wrote here, the Israeli organization minted a Trump coin with Trump's image and King Cyrus in honor of his recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital, and it was called the Temple coin. Okay, so I don't know. And then did you guys know that I think this morning, that the Obamas just peaced out and just fled the country? So where did they go and why? So I'm just going to leave you guys with that. Let me know what you guys think. I need to get off here. I had some more to share, but I need to get off here and get some things done. But I just wanted to share what I got, what I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. What do you guys think? And then go to my community page and watch the video that I shared this morning. So, all right, bye.